how you need to make sure that when the money is credited into your mobile money account, use it for some useful things, like, you know, buying water and doing everything that could make your living quite fruitful. And talking about water, look, we need to have some comprehensive discussion when it comes to water, sanitation and health, because one of the key charities that have been doing a lot of work, not only in Africa, but particularly in Ghana, is World Vision. And here again on another campaign, and they're calling it this time Mapping the Blue Thread. But we need to ask them what it symbolizes. Before I do that, though, I have their representative right here in the studio, a man I've known for some time now. Yao Atahim is the WASH technical specialist for World Vision Ghana. Thank you for joining us, Yao.
Thank you.
But also, I have Robel Lambiso Wamisho, who is the WASH Associate Director for World Vision Ghana. Thank you for joining us as well.
Thank you.
And who do I take the first question to? Him, certainly. But this one you've dubbed the Mapping the Blue Thread. What does it symbolize?
Okay, thank you very much for the opportunity, and good morning to your cherished viewers. Mapping the Blue Thread is a theme that will drive us throughout our business plan implementation process in the coming 5 to 7 years. You know, water, it takes the color of the sky. It's blue, especially the large water. I mean, in an ocean or in a sea, not within
just the
glass,
normal
of course.
rivers
Yes,
and the lagoons
yes,
and the streams. Yeah.
So that is the origin of the blue. But you know, water has different ways of impacting lives and livelihoods. It impacts health. It impacts nutrition. It impacts education. It impacts economic development in general. And then it is, if properly used, one key thing that will drive livelihoods of people and then takes communities out of poverty. So, but now we are also digitally mapping all our water systems. You know, we are using what we call M-Water.
M-Water.
Yes, M-Water.
So like you kind of use apps and things like that to access and pay
to map our facilities, and then you view every infrastructure, wherever it is.
Very innovative.
Real time.
Very innovative.
So we are mapping the blue thread. So it's a thread because it touches on various aspects of human life, and you can health, education, like I said, and then even finally, it brings on progress into the lives of children and communities. So we are mapping it using M-Water, and it is a blue thread because it connects various aspects and dimensions of life. So fantastic. That is the theme.
I love it. Very inspirational. And taking from that inspiration will mean that you're doing this outlay, Yawahim, because Ghana is one of the many program areas. And I suppose for World Vision, you're also implementing this across many of your program countries, right? But why Ghana?
Thank you very much. And let me also say good morning to our cherished viewers. Ghana is not the only country implementing this. As he said, it's a global framework. It's a global theme. And so several other countries in Africa and elsewhere are also implementing this. But like he said, you know, water is the blue thread, and it connects people, it connects places, and it connects progress. And as we always say at World Vision, we say that there can be no strategy without the provision of safe drinking water. No strategy for poverty reduction can ignore people's vital requirements for safe drinking water. And that's why we prioritize it so much. And over the next 5 years, we are hoping to impact several millions of lives to ensure that children and their families enjoy fullness of life. Because we know that our vision for every child is life in all its fullness. And we believe that there can be fullness of life if children and their families don't have access to safe drinking water and improved sanitation. And that is why we have come out with this very innovative initiative.
All right. So how long are you running this for, and how does it align with the Blue Business Plan in itself, in terms of the water and sanitation business plan, not only for World Vision but also for your program areas?
Yeah. Okay. So we will be running the business plan itself for 5 years.
Okay.
2026 to 2030. But the business plan is a vehicle, it is a vehicle that will carry the program itself.
Okay.
What we call the program is the Universal Service Coverage Program that will enable us reach everyone, everywhere, within our intervention areas or within our intervention districts, which are 23, by the way. To have access to safe water, sanitation, and hygiene by 2030. And we have given it additional 2 years just to make sure that we'll reach everybody, within those intervention areas, which are found across 23 districts.
I see.
So the business plan is the programming vehicle, but we are implementing universal wash service program across those 23 districts, like I said.
Okay. Ms. Ahi, how does this dovetail into what the whole national objectives are, let's say for Ghana in itself, in terms of if it's the development goals and then also the public health objectives and then the timelines as well, and then also serving these underserved communities in the first place nationally?
Yeah, so mapping the blue thread is not only a wash program. We say that it is a catalyst for growth and socio-economic development. And so whilst we are implementing this, we are hoping to also improve the educational sector, the health sector, reduction of poverty, among others. And therefore, it fits perfectly with the global goals. You know that Goal 6 is all about the availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation. And we are going to contribute a lot onto that. As a country, we've done quite well when it comes to the delivery of safe drinking water. But when it comes to improved sanitation and hygiene, we are far behind.
Okay.
And we believe that this is going to accelerate, the progress towards the achievement of the global goals. We say that this is our version of the big push. Our version of the big push.
Your version of the big
push. Of the big push. And so we are going to ensure that, yes.
Your version of the big push.
Yes. So we are going to ensure that we push
this agenda
towards accelerated wash services.
So by 2030, and giving yourself additional 2 years to be able to do the mop-up, what do you hope to achieve, Mr. Omisho?
Okay, by 2030, we hope to achieve estimated 700,000 people.
700,000?
Having access to safe drinking water. Additional 343,000 sanitation, dignified sanitation services, and then more than 530,000 people, hygiene, dignified hygiene services. So you are talking about millions of people in general
within the value chain.
Within the value chain to be impacted by the end of this program.
Ms. Ahi, so if people want to support the initiative, let's say, we have many stakeholders in the communities that certainly you will be operating. And they may be operating in silos, but then they also tend to have maybe objectives that tend to meet the same program line of action. So how can they also fit in?
Just briefly,
you want to add something more before you do?
In terms of schools and healthcare facilities also gaining access. We are looking at, for water, 351 schools gaining access to safe drinking water.
In the communities?
On campus.
Okay.
In the school. And then also for sanitation, 111. 111. I'm sure it rings a bell.
What rings a bell? It's a number.
Yes, 111. Okay. Access to sanitation.
Agenda 111.
Yes. So that is our version of Agenda 111 for schools. 111 schools are going to gain access to improved sanitation. And then 1,105 gaining access to, hygiene. And then when it comes to healthcare facilities, we are looking at 205 healthcare facilities getting access to safe drinking water, 72 gaining access to sanitation, and 392 gaining access to hygiene. So like you said, for World Vision, one of our core values is that we are partners. We believe that we can't do it alone. And that is why we work with organizations with respective strengths, so that when we pull our strengths together, we can reach a number of people and we can impact lives across the country and across the world. And so we are going to work with several stakeholders, ministries, departments, and agencies, development partners, NGOs, CSOs, academic and research institutions, private sector, media, key player. And then also we are going to work a lot with the citizens. So we have a component called citizens engagement, where we are going to ensure that citizens also play a part in reaching the millions of children and their families across the country.
Okay. And if you say across, you're operating the 16 regions?
Currently, we are in 13 out of the 16 regions.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Any last word you want to say, Mr. Womisho?
Yeah, this is a bold, aspirational initiative, and we want to welcome other partners and contributors within the sector. Like my colleague mentioned, we have government office partners, the district assemblies, municipal assemblies, and even the national government with which we are closely working already. So we want to strengthen that collaboration and partnership. We know as World Vision we cannot do it alone, but we are calling on other partners to join hands in this journey towards leaving no one behind when it comes to water, sanitation, and hygiene services. Thank you.
Well, fantastic so far. And thank you for passing through the studio. So we've had Robert Lambiso Womisho, who is the WASH Associate Director, World Vision Ghana, and the WASH Technical Specialist, World Vision Ghana, Yao Ata Ahin in the studio. Thank you for joining us this morning for this incisive but also very important discussion on your new initiative, what you call Mapping the Blue Thread, which will be running from next year, 2026. They have a whole plan to it. Will be running to 2030. And so they will be operating already in their existing areas, 13 out of the 16 regions. If more funding is available, they even make it more expensive. But you can also reach World Vision across their social media platforms, their website, get the latest on other programmings they have beyond just the Mapping the Blue Thread initiative, and get to know what they do and the type of help they are involved in providing for our citizens of our country. In the meantime, we're taking a break. When we come back, we have more for you right here on the show.
10 men around the 18th minute. They still lost by a goal. Ghana gave a red card for that incident. But shortly after, Everton scored a goal through Dewsbury Hall, and they managed to...
Man United fan here.
Who is? I'm thinking. I know Roland is a Chelsea fan.
Oh, okay. So he must
I'm not
be a
sure
happy
about
man.
Manchester United.
Yeah.
No. So, anyway, Samatex is not
but
bad.
I disagree.
Yeah,
yes.
Samatex is not bad.
Yeah,
So Manchester United losing. And Idrissa Gana Gueye actually released his statement on IG. It was on his story. He was apologizing for the incident that happened, and he took full responsibility because it wasn't, the way to go for him. But Everton still won by a goal to nil, and so good for them.
Yeah, that's great. And then Chelsea.
Yes, Chelsea. Okay, this is the statement by Idrissa Gana Gueye. He stated that, I want to apologize to my teammates Michael Keane. I take full responsibility for my reaction. I also want to apologize to my teammates, the staff and supporters, and the club as well. But Chelsea will be playing in the Champions League tonight. Roland will definitely have his eyes on this one because it's a big match. It's Chelsea
they have
versus...
to perform like Arsenal is doing.
Oh, yeah, they have to. We are facing them during the weekend. We'll be there. But Chelsea will be facing Barcelona later tonight at the Stamford Bridge in the Champions League. A very, very big match. Manchester City will also play against Leverkusen as well. That's also a very interesting match. But I think the biggest match will be Chelsea versus Barcelona, which is later tonight, which is Tuesday. Of course, Arsenal's game will be against Bayern Munich on Wednesday.
Yeah.
But these are the fixtures for Tuesday. Ajax versus Benfica, Galatasaray versus Union Saint-Gilloise, Bodo Glimt versus Juventus, Chelsea, Barcelona, Dortmund, Villarreal, Man City, Leverkusen, Marseille, Newcastle, Napoli, Karabakh, and Slavia Prague versus Athletic Bilbao.
Yeah, that's fantastic. But let's come locally here. My favorite people.
Yes, your Black Queens.
Yes.
Yeah, your Black Queens. Coach Kimlias Björkegren has released his squad for that friendly against England. Remember I told you about it? That friendly will be happening.
The one you said it was a huge opportunity for
very huge one. Yeah. Because England are current European champions, so they'll be facing them on the 2nd of December in England. And the coach has released his squad. And my colleague Akosi J put together this report on the squad released by the coach.
Ghana Black Queens coach Kimlias Björkegren has named 24 players ahead of the team's clash with the Lionesses of England. It is the final game in the homecoming series for the 2025 Euro Champions, organized to thank fans for their support and to begin preparations for the 2027 FIFA Women's World Cup. This will be the first meeting between the two sides. The Black Queens were bronze medalists at the 2024 WAFCON, while the Lionesses are the European champions. Anastasia Echan returns to the squad after a long absence, and Civets Geneva FC defender Benedict Simon ends her debut call-up. Coach Kimlias will use this high-profile match to measure his team against a World Cup contender, as the 2025 Women's African Cup of Nations will serve as a World Cup qualifier. The match will be played on Tuesday, December 2nd, at the St. Mary's Stadium.
Yeah, so that was the Black Queens.
Yes. But there's an update from NBA, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Golden State Warriors delivered a very good performance. Their main leader, Stephen Curry, he hit 31 points as they defeated Utah Jazz. It was a big scoreline for both teams, but it's also good to see that Stephen Curry is, back and firing once again. He's deemed as one of the best players in the NBA. So to see him hit 30 points, he actually hit 6 3-pointers. 3-pointers are his main thing, and he hit 6 of them. So a very good result for Golden State Warriors, and a good result for Stephen Curry as well.
What else do we need to know, aside from my team playing this weekend?
Hey, we have a lot of updates on 3 Sports, including the Champions League, which will be on our social media platforms at 3 Sports GH, on Instagram, on X, on TikTok, on Facebook. And then for more long-form content, of course, you can check YouTube. And I do have a special wish to give. There's this guy who used to work here, right? He was an editor for 3 Sports, and I worked closely with him. He was a key part to why I was able to tell the stories that I can tell.
Oh, wow.
His name is Joseph Agri, 30 cents. That's what we call him. That's his
30
nickname.
cents.
That's his nickname, 30 cents. Joseph Agri. Today is his 40th birthday.
Wow.
He turns 40 today.
Happy birthday, Mr.
Yes,
Agri.
happy birthday
Oh,
to
yeah, I know the face.
Aha, so
yes.
that's him. That's him. That's Joseph Agri.
Yes.
Today is his birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to Joseph Agri, a very, very top guy.
Yeah.
He now works somewhere else, but we have conversations
Of
sometimes.
course.
Yeah.
I mean, relationships do stand.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday. And happy birthday to Nana Nansawa as well. Also, someone I know as well. Happy birthday. I hope you have a great day as well.
Oh, well, happy birthday to all of you. And yes, thank you very much, Bilishan, for bringing us the latest in sports. We look forward to all the interesting games coming up.
Yes, of course, of course. But I'm waiting for tomorrow. Arsenal versus Bayern.
Yeah, I hope that I'll be able to watch.
Oh, you should.
At the time it's placed. But thank you, yes. All right, you're still here on New Day on TV3. Stay with us. When we come back, we'll bring you a conversation on domestic violence. Just to stay with us. Before we go, though, let me tell you this, that you need to celebrate this Christmas holidays like never before. Just book 2 nights and get the 3rd night free with all meals inclusive, starting from 4,500 for a couple. And Bilishan is already thinking about that. Package offer guests free welcome drinks, access to all in-house facilities, swimming pool, gym, cinema, with popcorn, board games, snooker, etc., live band, brass band, DJ performances, etc. And you also get to enjoy free airport pickup from Takrade on weekends. Terms and conditions always apply. Fun activities include tour of a beautiful facility with a golf cart, splash, a playground for kids, in-house Anchors Carnival, sea paint, bicycle rides, boat ride to Maha Village, jet ski, banana boat party, bus ride, nightclub, bonfire night, variety night. There will be trips to Inzulezu, Fort Apollonia, and Casa Forest, Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Home, and many more. Early bird discount. Well, if you book before the 31st of November, you get to enjoy some extra 10% discount. Remember, palm trees plus good vibes equals the perfect holiday. Just call for a reservation now to avoid disappointment. Landline 0303 977773 or mobile number 054 0124 or you can WhatsApp Maha Village on 050-157-0684. Email sm@maharesort.com. Social media, Maha Beach Resort. And you get all the details you need to know. Just stay with us. We're back shortly.
And as always, we're back. And this time we want to talk properties. And, if you're on the principal street of Accra, you'll be seeing a lot of, how to say, equity adverts. I call them equity adverts, you know, and it's by Gold Key Properties. And they tend to do that. But look, you go look at their housing units. They have this